So what I got going on outside is grilling my chorizo basically right now, and in the meantime, I'm gonna cook the risotto. So I'll show you guys how to do that. So right here, in the back here is that saffron one. I have my chicken stock ready to go. I got my pot ready to go here in the front. I have a gas stove. I'm gonna do about a medium heat. Same with you guys as on electric. Heat it up a little bit. Butter's ready to go as well. It's behind the pot. I have it hidden. And I need about 3 tablespoons, but I'm going to do half that. The richer, it's up to you. I'm going to do about 1.5 of these. Or a nice big heaping one. So like that. That's good for, I'm doing a half recipe. But if you're doing a full recipe, do 1 tablespoons, which is basically 15 milliliters. So 45 milliliters of butter. Knock it into your pan here. Make sure you get it all out. You can use your finger if you want. Get messy a little bit. And you want to move your butter around so it all melts equally. You want to have your rice ready on the side. You want to have everything ready to go. You're going to add your white wine first, So have your butter going. See, nice butterness going on. Not too brown. Smells really nice. Nice and really rich. This is going to be a really rich, really rich. So then, at this point, you want to basically add your onion till browned. I'm doing till translucent because that's the way I cook. Just have them go. Moving them around. Always be moving them. You don't have to move them as much, but I like moving because I'm ADD. I like to make sure everything's moving. And then once these are nice and cooked, which is going to be a little bit because I got it on medium heat, which is fine. If you're more comfortable, you can do high heat. I suggest I quite frown upon that, but that's all up to you. All in your comfort. You can even cook it on low if you're not comfortable on a medium heat. But if you're not comfortable doing medium heat, make sure you're just moving it constantly. Kind of like I am right now, right? I'm comfortable, but I'm just saying. Make sure you get all the little end pieces out of the onion too. Just like that. You don't want this in your risotto for later. That's gross. Just move it around. It's gonna have a nice flavor, and if you don't feel comfortable, if you've got a fan in your place, great. Step back a little bit if you don't like the smell of onion. Also have a glass of water beside you by all times, or a glass of wine, or a cocktail. Really up to you. Basically, here they're almost done. Yeah, I can tell by looking, but the average person, I'll show you in a second here. Basically like this is where you want it at. Maybe a bit more, give or take. Some people would argue with me. You want them soft, so even if you pick up one, just make sure you like comfortable touching it. Like I'm comfortable touching. Yeah, that's pretty soft now. When they break apart in your fingers, like this, they break off pretty easy. You're good to go. So now you're gonna add your rice. Your 2 cups rice, or like me, half cup recipe. I'm doing 1 cup only. You're gonna cook the rice for about 3 to 5 minutes. You can have a timer, or just look at the time when you drop it in. Like for example, like right now it's 4:10, so this is ready by 4:13 or 4:15. You want to basically, why you're doing this with the rice, is to open up the kernels and crack them, so that you don't have to add cream. A lot of people, oh, add cream, add cream. No, I don't like adding cream to my risotto. A true risotto really should not have cream. And at this point, you can leave them to sit. Just shake your pan. But it's good to move them around too, because your onions are still going to be cooking in here, right? So, and if you get any brown bits of onions, pick it out. Just pick it out, get a toothpick or chopsticks. Pick out the brown bit, or even with a spoon. Pick it out. Because it's bitter tasting, it's gross. You can go cook, believe me, and get brown bits of whatever. Move it around, constantly moving it, and then you're going to add your white wine to this. And after you're done adding your white wine, double check on your chorizo. If you're baking it, bake it 350. Then you can just poke your head out of it. Mine's on the grill, so I'm going to run out there and check in a second. This is going to be nice and creamy because this is cooking nice. You can also look for any recipe online, really, for this. Or you can go to any simple cookbook. Best book actually for cooking, but it's not visual, and this is why I'm showing you through here. Enjoy Cooking. It's actually a very good book. A lot of people just always laugh at me, oh, very cooking, Zach. No, it's actually a very good book. But I'm going to run outside checking my chorizo. This is going to cook nice for a little bit. So I'll be right back. Chorizo smell great. They're on a nice medium-high heat. This has now been going about 2 minutes, so maybe another minute or so on this, and then I can add my white wine. And once you add your white wine, you want it all absorbed. So you know what? I think this is basically ready to go. Add your white wine, move it around. Oh, that smells great. White wine is a very, very fun thing to cook with. Any actually really liquor is fun to cook with. I love cooking with booze. Everyone that knows me knows that. So basically now what you're going to do, you've added your white wine. You're going to move this around until all the white wine is absorbed. And so basically where it's going is into the rice. And you want it all absorbed, nice and in here. And then you're going to add your saffron chicken stock that you added earlier. And then you're going to slowly add 1 cup at a time of the chicken stock that you have on the back burner or beside you or wherever. I have it on the back burner so you can see what I'm doing. And then you're basically good to go. And you can, at the end, you fold in your Parmesan, you season with your salt and pepper. And best salt to use, don't use that iodized salt. It's actually really, really bad for you. You want to use a rock salt or a sea salt. I prefer to use the rock salt. I haven't sea salt. I get the bigger one, and this is a personal grinder, so it grinds it all up. And as you can see here, the liquid is almost all absorbed now. I know it's hard to see with the steam, but it's almost all absorbed. So then from here, what you're going to do, keep moving it around a little bit more. It's still a little bit liquidy. And once all the liquid is gone, you're adding that saffron right there that I had earlier going. Yep, all the white wine now is gone. And you can tell because by looking down, there's no liquid left. So what you can do now is make sure it's good to go. And then you add your chicken till it's all absorbed, and then you basically add your saffron stuff. Yeah, this is all gone now. So now you add your saffron, your half cup, or a full cup, depending. And this is what's going to give the rice its color. You're going to see in a second here, once this is all absorbed in, the rice will be a bright yellow now instead of a pale white. That's because it's the saffron that has done this to it. And you can keep the saffron strands, or you can strain it. It really doesn't matter. Totally is up to you. I prefer to keep it in because it gives it more color as the time goes. So I'll show you the rice in a second. It's a very vibrant yellow now. You can also add food coloring too to do this, but then you're just fooling yourself because you haven't really added saffron. And it's more fun to have saffron because saffron is just amazing. Just keep stirring it. As you can see, the rice now is a bright yellow. And why is that? It's because of the saffron. So basically all my liquid there is absorbed, right? So you get a ladle, best way to go. Or you can just measure it off into a measuring cup again. I prefer to get the ladle thing. Add a bit of liquid. You want to add about a cup at a time. And then you're basically going to keep moving it around. It's going to make it nice. Always also too when you're cooking, a little suggestion, you can always have music in the background. I have music in my living room playing right now, and believe me, it does help. So it's really all up to you, all personal preference. Basically, this is going to be on a very low simmer as it cooks, and I'll show you the end product when it's all said and done.